Hey YouTube, I'm back again. It's me, MugenLord. I hope you guys enjoyed the last topic, which was Persona 4 Arena. Right now, we want to talk about Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Yes, I know this topic is pretty big, so I'm not going to try to hold you guys too long, but I just want to talk about it, about Street Fighter Cross Tekken and its new DLC characters, which were released Tuesday that just passed. I just want to know what you guys think about it. This game has been released for what? Not too long ago. For what? It's been around for what? 5 to 6 months now, and this game has been receiving a lot of hate and a lot of flack from the from the fighting game community and from consumers altogether. I just want to touch bases on the pros and cons of this game, and then just go into what we feel about the new characters. First, I guess I want to go talk about the pros of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This game, to me, offers a lot of mechanics. I'm not gonna lie. This game has a lot of mechanics that you can get swallowed in by or just get lost in. Starting with the cross assault. You have your simple ADC into launcher combos for beginners, and then you have your tag cancels, and then you have your tag team attacks, and then you also have Pandora. And then you also have the gym system. So this game already out the door already have so many mechanics. And the good thing about having different mechanics or so many mechanics into a game, it offers a variety of different gameplay styles from players. In my opinion, I mean, when this stuff was first revealed, I was like, oh man, I can imagine in tournaments that some players may utilize cross assault better than their opponent, or a person may be good at using tag cancels better than the other player, and then a person can use combos into super arts or tag team specials. So it was already had in my hand like, wow, this offer so many different aspects of gameplay. I can't wait to see what creative things that players come up with, especially with the Pandora. I was excited for that, even though I'm not really into combat mechanics like that or an overpowered mechanic, but it was interesting to see what other players come up with. And then we had the gym system, and the gym system was supposed to add a whole lot of extra depths into the game, and how you balance your characters, and as far as power, or you like speed, or you like defense, or you're a person like to have meter management, the manage your meter and everything. And the game was very focused on, was very meter heavy, or how you want to perform your combos and your chains and all that sort of. So I had faith in, as far as the gameplay mechanics aspect of the game, and it looked like Capcom really wanted to experiment using the gyms, because they couldn't really experiment in Street Fighter because they wanted to revive Street Fighter and bring the community back. So they didn't want to mess that up by throwing gyms in there. So they tried to use this game as a good test subject into seeing how players will receive this. And the thing is, they made this the main gameplay mechanics. And the other thing, character selection. I think they had a nice, healthy size roster as for a versus game. They had over a good amount of characters. I believe around like 40, I believe, offhand. I can't remember. And then PS3 had their exclusive characters added to the PS3. So there's a nice healthy size roster for you to get in there, dig into the game, and get into their lab and find out who can do what and who is perfect, who had perfect synergy together. So it gave a lot of players to really sit down and think of how they was going to utilize this game to the fullest. Then you had the character color edit. They added to the game where you was able to edit your character's colors and make like team colors for your team to represent your team. So it looked like Capcom was trying to put a lot into this game, a healthy amount into this game. And then you have the tutorials. You have mission mode, you have trial mode, you have the tutorials to get beginners into the game to show you how to work these mechanics as well. So I seen that as a positive aspect into the game. Now on to the negative, as far as starting with the gameplay mechanics. Now, as far as the gameplay mechanics is concerned, the negative part of having too many mechanics is the fact that certain mechanics are going to get simply overlooked in general. Some mechanics are going to be better than other mechanics. some people's going to see pro players use a certain mechanic a certain way, and then everybody's going to jump on the bandwagon and exploit that mechanic for what it is, instead of people digging deep into, what the other potentials of the other mechanics, can do. And that proves the point where Pandora is pretty much a useless mechanic. Like, Pandora is just just too risky. You use Pandora, you better have your stuff together. You better have a plan. You better have a good combo set up on how you're going to use Pandora in order to take a person out. You only have 8 seconds. Even though Capcom had came out with a gem that pretty much prolongs the timer for Pandora, but it's still not enough to really utilize that mechanic to its full potential. So I think that was really much the biggest downfall as far as mechanics concerned. And then we also had the simple ABC into launcher, which was a basic combo, which everybody felt as though it was too easy, and that when watching the fights in tournaments or just watching replays and everything, people felt as though it was boring, because that's what most people utilized, was the ABC into launcher, because it was the most useful combo to pull off in the game, is because of the terrible damage scaling that this game had. Like, it stopped the creativity because of the damage scale. As you keep forming combos into tag cancels and everything like that, the damage was scaled down. It was just horrible. Like, you pretty much, after a while, you wasn't taking nothing from your opponent, so it kind of discouraged people to dig deep and to discover more damaging combos or to discover fancy combos. So it just all boiled down to the ABC into launcher. So that was a mechanic that pretty much everybody was just disgusted with. And then the biggest mechanic that everybody was disgusted with, which was a con, was the gem system. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm all for uniqueness and pushing the limit as far as the fighting game genre is concerned. There's nothing wrong with trying like different things, because like I said, a lot of people are comfortable. A lot of people like to be in their comfort zone, and a lot of people don't like to try different things. And it's mainly the fighting game community. Certain people like the fighting games to be a certain way and continue to stay that way, and don't like to try different things. So I kind of see where Capcom is going with the gem system. But the problem was how they went about it was how they made the main mechanic, but yet they were selling gems. So it was pretty much, pay to win. You buy these gems, and there you go. You like, if you had the most powerful gem, pretty much, I wouldn't say you have the advantage, but people who didn't pay for them gems would have a fight on their hands if that player know how to utilize those powerful gems. And then you had the assist gems, which were for beginners, but a lot of beginners weren't using it. Because if you look at it, like I said, fighting games are getting more casualized or more watered down for the casual players to get into the game. And like I said in my previous video with Nintendo Wii U, is that these game companies are trying to focus on the casual market. And believe it or not, like I said in my previous video, the casual gamers outnumber us hardcore gamers. So you can't blame them and try to get these non-gamers in it. But the thing is, when you're a casual gamer, when you start playing these games, either you're going to play it, continue to play it, or you're not. And majority of the time, most casual players pick up the game. If they hate the game, or if they finally get bored of the game, they trade it in. Which now you're left with a mechanic to just sit there and that either people's going to utilize it or not. And most of the higher ranked players end up using that ultimate gem, ultimate beginner gem, and start abusing the system, which made the game not fun for most players altogether. And then another gripe is the jab pressure. Like certain characters had good pressure as far as just doing single jabs, and that kind of messed things up too as well. Certain hitboxes, also some characters were overpowered, mainly Ryu and Kazuya, which Capcom had promised in the next couple patches that they're going to fix a lot of characters, including the timer, which kept running out as well. They also sent the patch out to lower down some of the power effect of the ultimate gem and many other aspects of the game. So they're trying to fix it. But the biggest gripe was on this DLC, which were the characters, quick combos, and other stuff that they were trying to sell to players that were already on the disc, and consumers felt as though they was robbed out of their money as far as that. To me, like I said, I enjoy the game. I want to play it regardless of what the situation was. And the people who played the game and were disappointed at the game and knowing and then learning the fact that Capcom is trying to pull a fast one with, you know, paying extra money for the characters, they have every right to feel as though they were robbed by Capcom by pulling this fast one. If you feel as though that the game wasn't worth the purchase, if you feel as though the game was worth the purchase, most of the players who feel as though they enjoy the game and they're having a blast with it and still playing it now, they feel as though that, hey, I'll pay money for the DLC for these characters. But the people who feel as though that their money was wasted, they have every right in the world to complain about the situation. But the thing that bugs me is the players or the people who never played the game and jumping on the hate wagon and don't even know what the game is all about and jumping on this hate wagon and never even played the game for themselves to make that decision whether or not they felt cheated or felt robbed at all. I don't care if you went around a friend's house and played it and you felt as though, oh, dad, Capcom pulled the fast one. Or you haven't played the game at all, but you just jump on the hate wagon and hating the game and don't have any real facts to back facts or opinions to back up why you don't like the game, as opposed to just jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else. That's my biggest gripe about the game. But other than that, DLC characters came out. I enjoyed the game for what it is. My man Guy from Street Fighter 4, Final Fight, Street Fighter Alpha, whatever you guys recognize him from. He's part of the DLC characters, and I really enjoy the fact that he's there. I've been in the lab with him trying to figure out a couple combos. But the thing is, I'm trying to figure out who's a perfect partner for him. My man Brian Fury's in the game. I've been playing him since Tekken 3 back in the day, so it's only natural for me to pick him up. But as far as DLC characters is concerned, this is the only game that I enjoy trying everybody out to see who's perfect with who and what combos I can pull off by combining these certain characters together. So I'm having a blast with the game. How about you guys? Leave a comment below in the box and let me know what you think about the whole DLC incident with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and do you think this game still have enough life to continue on? And do you think the patches that Capcom are claiming to release, do you think it's going to be enough for this game to move on and be tournament viable, or to bring hype back into this game? This is MugenLord. Oh yeah, and before I go, if you guys are want to play me, MugenLord, and Street Fighter Cross Tekken, I have a lobby open almost every night, so if you guys want to join in, my gamer tag is on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is MugenLord, so you can hit me up on Xbox Live. I will get on PS3 eventually, but like I said, most of my games and most of my friends are on Xbox 360, so I'm more so catered to that. But I haven't forgot you PlayStation fans. I will start getting games for the PS3 for you guys to enjoy after I get me an arcade stick for the PS3. I have all my arcade sticks on 360. Sorry about that. But this is MugenLord signing off.